the girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I like the girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done.
Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold on now. Let's turn that down a little bit there. All right, a little bit better. Maybe a little bit dark now. Hold on now. Technical difficulties. All right. Good morning. Welcome. Margin, Pat, Bruce, Brian English. Foolish, Steven, Chef, Espresso Time. Thanks, Chef. Barefoot Sailing Adventures. Love that name. Mike, Ranger, CJ, Carlitos, Sun. Morning, everyone. Let's get all-time high in Meta today. I don't see why not. There's some levels, but yeah. Meta. I increased the font size on my TOS for the live stream, so hopefully that helps, guys, a little bit. The font should be a little bit bigger for you. I think the numbers and the numbers on the levels and the numbers on the axis here should be a little bit larger, so hopefully that helps a little bit. Yeah, hope you guys liked the video yesterday. I'm sort of having some fun making videos like that. I never thought I would, but it's pretty fun. It's easy watch, chill. I like it. And yeah, just using the FX3. That's an expensive camera, so I got to put it to good use. I got to get my money's worth out of this thing. So hopefully you like that. Yeah, it looks like a lot of people are subscribing, so that's good. That's good. Font size, you go up to the top right where it says setup, and then top right of TOS says setup. And then if you go to application settings, and you go here to look and feel, and then you can change it to extra large, large, very large, and all that. Right now it's on large. These are too big. These are way too big. So yeah. All right, guys. So good morning, everyone. Welcome back. Press that like button. Subscribe to the channel, please. Help me get to 100,000 subs. Ayúdame. Please. Por favor. I would really appreciate that. Want that plaque, man. I'm coming for the plaque. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know when it's going to happen, but it'll happen. All right. Let's get started. Press that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Welcome back, everyone. Hope you had a good day yesterday. We'll talk a little bit about it in just a second. But let's just knock some of this stuff out of the way. Right here. Thursday today. Oh, Demo Pro's not working. Hold on. Hold on. All right. Today is Thursday, August 22nd. Unemployment claims 8:30. Let's be watching that. 9:45. Manufacturing PMI, services PMI. Let's watch that. Existing home sales 10 o'clock. Natural gas storage 10:30. And then the J-hole. The J-hole. Just sounds so wrong. Day one of the J-hole. So we'll see how the whole day looks because of this. This is basically going to be going on for the next 3 days. Today, tomorrow, Saturday. Powell speaking tomorrow around 10 o'clock, so let's be aware of that. But so far this morning, we're really just focusing on these three, I think. Unemployment claims, 8:30, and then about 15 minutes after open, we got those unemployment claims. All right? J-hole. So that's that. Earnings calendar. Kava. What a sick move on Kava yesterday. Right off 97. I mean, it could not have been better. Kava off 97 yesterday was sick. Wish I was watching it. I wasn't. But here is the earnings calendar. Yesterday, Snowflake and Zoom. What did Zoom do? I got to take a look. Baidu this morning. Peloton this morning. I'm actually interested what they did. Kava tonight. So we'll see what happens there. But what happened on... What did Zoom end up doing? Not much. What did Peloton do? Peloton. Not much. What's Advanced Auto Parts? Advanced. What the hell? Isn't it like AA? No. What's Advanced Auto Parts ticker? Why don't I remember this? AAP. That's what it is. Down. Anyone remember my who remembers my thesis on Advanced Auto Parts? Anyone? I should be just staying short this name. I don't see a reason why Advanced Auto Parts is even a company, to be quite honest. I don't know why any of those things will be used in the future. I think these are dying companies. Advanced Auto Parts and AutoZone, I think, are 100% dying companies. There's just no need for them. You buy, 90% of Americans, I would say, buy their, if there's something needs to be fixed on their car, they either go through their dealership. If they get an oil change, they probably go to the dealership. Or probably not going to Advanced Auto Parts, I'll tell you that. It's just such a niche and small. Who's going to Advanced Auto Parts, guys? The only people you've seen Advanced Auto Parts are like mechanics, like getting some parts for. It's just, when was the last time you've gone to Advanced Auto Parts? And what did you buy? Maybe a little bit of spray wax, right? What did you buy? Spray wax, right? I just don't see it. All right, I don't see it. Unless it's B2B, Byron, which I don't know about. All right? Maybe B2B. There's just so many other options, guys. You can get a battery at Walmart, right? They're not. It's like it's going to be eaten. right? Walmart. You can get tires at Walmart. You can get a battery at Walmart. Wow, people go to Advanced Auto Parts. Really? Okay, I guess I'm wrong. I guess we got a lot of Advanced Auto Parts people here. I just think if it's B2B, then I get it, but I don't see the consumer side. I really don't. I don't see the consumer side. I don't think a company can stay in business if you go there every few months. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. It looks like we got a lot of Advanced Auto Parts people here. I mean, even if I didn't, if I had, let's say I had when I had my Toyota, I wouldn't take it to Advanced Auto. I wouldn't go to Advanced Auto Parts. I don't know. I don't see it. But anyways, let's continue. I guess hot take in the chat today. That's my hot take of the day. Hot take of the day. Advanced Auto Parts. The Advanced Auto Parts people are coming out from the woodworks. All right, let's continue. Hot take of the day. Advanced Auto Parts. Let's see what happens. Hey, let's see what happens. What did they even say on their earnings though? I mean, something's wrong. Earnings miss, EPS miss, outlook cut, sales world pack business. I mean, you guys better start going to Advanced Auto Parts a few times more. You better start going to AAP, man. Start buying some more stuff there. You need more. Slowing down here. They missed expectations by 30%. So, start getting to that AAP, my friends. You better start supporting your company. All right, let's continue. Nasdaq futures. Here we go. So, yesterday, pretty much just another sort of choppy day, right? Sort of just a choppy day, but, right, what did it do? Right? What did it do? It held above 19,750, right? It held above 19,750. So that was the key, right? That was the key of yesterday. And so I was trying to ignore sort of the intraday action, right? I was trying to ignore the intraday action, right? And just say, okay, as long as we're above 19,750, then I believe this market can maintain higher, right? That was sort of my read towards end of day yesterday. It was a little bit concerning. There was definitely signs of sort of heavy action yesterday on those big pops and fails, which was just sort of ugly, right? We saw those really ugly pops and fails pretty much all day. You had a pop, big fail, big pop, big fail, right? And it just could not get higher with any type of consistency. But the key takeaway, right, is that we never broke any lows, right? We never broke any lows. We never broke the 19,750 low. We never broke the 19,750 low. So as long as we continue to hold these, these moves higher, these structuring moves higher, we got to stay on the upside of this market, right? Until a low is broken, right? Until a low is broken, then until something is broken, then this market's going to continue to grind higher, right? So very clear here, right? We can see that structure that has been built on the Nasdaq futures above that 750. We talked about that yesterday. And then today, it looks like you're possibly starting to see a little bit of a move above, right? So we've had that hold above 19,750, which was great, right? We had these highs that really formed yesterday on the Nasdaq futures right here around 19,950, 19,930, right? About a 15-point range, 19,945 to 19,930, right? You can see right here, right there, right there. You had this range get built, right? Or this little high get built, right? That rejected pretty much all day yesterday, right? And today, you are breaking above it. So that's very key. So what are we watching today? All right, this is very, very nice today. We are watching for one of these, okay? Little hey, how you doing right here, right? And if we see a hold here, this would be a fantastic look for longs, in my opinion, today. That is exactly what I want to be looking for, right? If we hold above yesterday's rejection points, right around here, this 19,945 to 19,930, If we turn these previous highs from yesterday into a new low, this will absolutely be the long that I will be looking for today. That looks very nice, right? We've gotten a push above that high right here, and I'm going to look to see if we come back down to it and if those buyers step in. That could be really, really clean today. So let's watch that. I think you could put a little level at this extreme high from yesterday just to be aware of it, right? Nothing major. This is 19,981.75. It's nothing crazy right here. It's a little high. You could watch it. I don't really think it's that important. But I would like this pullback, right? 19,950, 19,930, that zone right there. That would really be the pullback long I'd look for today. If you break back under that, then a little bit more concern, right? If we do fail back under yesterday's highs, then we could definitely see that weakness step in again. I would expect us to trade back down to here, around that 850, right? 850, 850, and around this 850 would be that target to the downside, right? So, very clear levels right now. You have these previous highs from yesterday. If you break under them, I'd watch the 850. If you break under 850, you're back at 750, right? That's how it's going to work here, right? So you have your previous day highs, which you'd love to see hold for upside continuation. If it does not and you break below, then you probably trade back to this next level, which is that sort of intraday support from yesterday, around 850, right? And below that, you got your 750, all right? All right. So above that though, right? So we got to sort of take a quick peek out and look out and see what's above. And so above is what I'm watching is this little 4-hour zone right here, right? This little 4-hour area, that's 20,050 to 20,080. That looks to be your next sort of major rejection spot. 20,050, 20,080, 20,050, 80, 50, 80, 50, 80, right? These are some major levels on the 4-hour chart. 50 to 80, 20,050, 20,080, right? And so that is right here, right? 20,050 to 20,080. That to me is your next zone on the Nasdaq futures. So I would be careful if we trade into that. Be aware of this rejection above. That would be your next supply to just sort of maybe take some longs off, protect yourself. That would be that next spot. So today, really like this, right? We got Monday's highs, Tuesday's pre-market high, Tuesday's highs right here around that 30. We got yesterday's highs around that 50, and that is the zone that I will be looking for the pullback long in today, right there. Okay, if we hold that, I like it. Looking for upside. If we do not, then I would look for that fade possibly back down into that 850. Okay, very nice. QQQ, that's quadruple Qs. QQQ, 30-minute chart. What's the key hold that's been coming in? 480, 480, 480, 478.50. That zone that we've talked about since Tuesday, is holding, right? Right there, right there, right there. 478.50 to 480, that was the zone we've had on our charts. What a beautiful hold that was again yesterday and Tuesday. If we go to yesterday's price action, you guys can see right here. Look at those holds at 480 yesterday, right? Just holding, 480, 480, 480. As long as we're above 480, this thing looks like it wants to continue higher, in my opinion. So that's very nice there. Let's go ahead and zoom into the 15-minute chart here. Generalized holds at that 480 level. So I would be watching this whole zone for continuation of, sort of longs down in this area. Above here, you have these little intraday hold level yesterday, 481.50, 481.50, 481.50, 481.50, 481.50. So I like that little level there at 481.50, just sort of a middle of the channel level. The level that I want to see us hold above today is 483, right here, 483, 483. I'd like to see us hold above this 483 today. If we can pull back and hold here, that would be nice. If we break under 483, then I'm a little bit more concerned for the drop into 481.50. So I'd like to see us hold above this 483 high. That's really where I want to see us maintain. Okay, that would be the move I want to see us hold above. for that upside continuation. Now, to the upside, we have a very clear level that is rejecting again. 484.50 is the same level that rejected yesterday, right? 484.50, 484.50. So this looks like the level we need to break today. That's very nice, right? You have now established that very clean. Now we know we need a hold over 484.50 today to really be confident on the upside. If I go and zoom out, we can take a look at what 484.50 is. Let me find it for you. So 484.50, yep, it's right here. It's these highs. Look at this. So here's your hourly chart. 484.50 is this high right here. Look at that. 484.50. It's sort of getting smacked right there. And if I go to the left, look at this. 484.50, 484.50. So that 484.50 on the Qs, that's going to be the level, right? We need to get above that level here. Right now, you can see it's perfectly rejecting. So 484.50 on the Qs. Above that, you should get your continuation of 486. If we reject that, we're coming back down to 483. And this would be the pullback long that you really want to see hold, right? Pull back off 484.50, come back to 483, hold this, turn this into a new low, and then look for that next move. If you break under 483, then you're moving back down to 481.50 right here. All right, you're back down into that middle of the seesaw level there, right into that sort of equilibrium level, 481.50. Under that, you go to 480 again. Okay? Very clean. ES. Very nice levels on the ES. What level did we have yesterday? We talked about this zone right here. 516.50 to 516.15. Jesus. 556.15 to 56.10. We talked about that yesterday, right? Very, very, very focused on that yesterday in the pre-market live stream. What did we do? We pulled back to it. We held it. Perfect, perfect, perfect again, right? Previous day lows, pull back into it. Demand holds, push higher. This is very consistent with a upside trending market, right? Whoa. Daniel. Take it easy, brother. Take it easy. Get him out. See you later, Daniel. All right. Not going to have people talk like that to me for absolutely no reason when I do this for free every single day. Okay? That is ridiculous. If you don't like me talking about advanced auto parts, get out. It's a goddamn opinion. Get out. 56.15, 56.10, 56.15, 56.10. Right? You guys can see right there. I have woken up the blue collar. Just absolute people just hating on it. I'll tell you one thing. Advanced Auto Parts had bad earnings, and it's not looking good. So what I'm saying is partially true. Even though you go to Advanced Auto Parts once a week for your spray wax or for your oil change once a month, it's not going to keep the company alive when we go by Mobile One once every 3 months because I go there for an oil change. Okay, let's continue. 56.10 to 56.15, that's your demand low, right? You guys can see that right there. 56.10, 56.15, very nice demand low. Middle of the level, 56.30. You guys can see right there. 56.30, 56.30, 56.30, 56.30, 56.30, 56.30. Very nice, right? I really like that 56.30 level in the middle of the ES there. You can see right here, that's your low, that's your low, that's your high, that's your high, that's your high, right? You can very clearly see 56.30, right? Very nice. Now, if we pull back to that level today, look for that hold, right? Look for that hold. Look for 56.30 to hold. Look for that to hold. Look for that to hold. If you pull back to that level, that could be a really nice long, right? That could be a really nice long. Now, above 56.30 today, you have 56.43, 56.43, 56.43, 56.43. I sort of like that area, right? So watch this pullback. It could be a little bit higher, right? It could be like 46, right? It could be like 46. It could be like 45. It's really this like whole area over here that I'm going to be watching, right? But I do like the 43 because I see this hold here. I see that, right? I do see some reasons to keep it at 43, and then I see that exact high right there. So I'm going to leave it at 43 for now, right? I'm going to leave it at 56.43 for now, but I will understand that it's sort of a zone here, right? These previous highs right there, and some of these general highs here, and then that hold in the pre-market there, right? So 56.43, 45 area, that's definitely something I'm watching. If we break that, 56.30, that could be a very interesting long to watch. If we break under 56.30, then we're moving back down to these lows, guys, all right? Upside rejection points, very clean at 56.60. Very clean. Let me show you why, all right? Let me show you why. 56.60 is very clean here. And it's pretty big, too, right? It's pretty big, too. 56.60. Right there. Right there. 56.60, 56.60. That's a big spot, right? That's a really big spot. 56.60, 56.60 to 65. I'd be very careful here on the ES. Now, if the ES gets over this, I mean, to me, that's all-time highs, right? If you get over 56.60 to 65, if you get over this shelf right here, I don't see why this market would not stop until the all-time highs around 57.08, right? So 56.60 to 56.65, man, that's going to be a tough spot above, so let's be aware of it, right? We're pretty damn close to it. If we do get above this at some point this week or next week, I mean, that might be the move that pushes you to all-time highs. So that's the big spot. That's a big spot up here. Look for the pullbacks at 56.43, 56.30, 56.15. Okay? SPY. Let's go SPY 30-minute for now. And we can see here, a little bit sloppy, but I'm going to clean this up for a second. There's a few different levels I'm watching. First of all, I'm going to now put this on my charts because this is looking like a level to pay attention to. This 562, 562.11, which was yesterday's highs, starting to reject a little bit, right? So yesterday's highs, where we had that big wick and sort of failure, is where we're starting to get stuck here. So we go to the 5-minute chart. All right, we can take a look at this real quick. See this exact high? We're starting to get stuck around there. 562. You could put it at I think you could put it at 562, right? 562. You can see those rejections yesterday, and you're starting to get a little bit tired here. So watch 562. If we pull back off 562, which I think we should, this is where I'm watching. This 560.60 area, 560.85. Why am I watching this area? It's this Tuesday high right here. Look at this. Tuesday high, this high right here, these highs from yesterday, this whole zone from yesterday. I'm going to watch a pullback into here, right? Right into that low. So I'm going to look to see, does the SPY pull back into that Tuesday high, right? Into this 560.60, 560.85. Do we start to hold that zone, right? If we do, that could be a little pullback long, Tuesday high hold. And if we break under that 560.60, then I think we will move lower into this 559.60. That's these holds from yesterday, these highs, that high, that's that Monday high. That would be the level that I'd expect us to trade back down into. So I'm watching Tuesday highs and Monday highs, right? I'm sort of watching to see if they get held today at the 560.85, 560.60, and then below that, the 559.60. If we break under that, then we're going to the new lows. We're going to the lows, 558. But again, 558, just holding like a champ again. What gap fill you guys talking about? Is it on? Yeah, okay, it's this gap right here. 565.16. That's this low. No, 562.10. 5.6. Yeah, that is a gap fill. It's true. Yeah, it's true. I mean, yeah, I'd watch it, right? I'd watch it. I would definitely be aware of it, right? But we're just going to watch for the pullback. Where's the pullback come into, right? You have that gap fill in SPY. See that now. But I would just watch to see, hey, does the SPY hold this Tuesday high, right? That would be my first watch. Does SPY hold Tuesday high? Tuesday high is right here. It's right in this area. This is Tuesday's highs. Do you come back down and hold this area around this 560, 60 area? The reason I like this level is because you can also see, look at this from yesterday, right? See this little area here from yesterday? You had a rejection there yesterday. You sort of had some general, attempt of holding there yesterday. Ultimately failed it. Got back above it and held above it, right? See this? So this is all Tuesday's highs right here. This little zone right here. And you can see, look at the reactions in here, right? Look at how the market at times tried to hold this area. Failed here, got back into it, and held it. And when it failed here, where did it come down into? Came down into that 559.50 zone, right in here. So it might be a 59. Yeah, I'm going to keep it at 60. But you can see when it failed here, right, it moved down into this 60, came back up into it, and held back above it. So that's just, I'm watching, what happens in there today. If we pull back into that Tuesday high, is that a hold? If not, you're probably going to trade back into here again and do the same thing you did here, right? So just watching how we react at some of these yesterday zones to just sort of get an idea of what this ES wants to do, or SPY wants to do on these pullbacks, all right? IWM, where are we at? Yeah, we got to get through this 216 level on IWM. If we can't, oh, what a hold at 212, though. Wow. Yeah, very nice hold at 212 yesterday and that daily 20, clean. We got to get over 216. If we get over 216, you're going to 218. Dow Jones, 41,100, guys. Same level we talked about yesterday. No difference here. 41,100. That's a tough level. Got to be above it. Okay? All right. It's time for some stocks. 2,400 people here. 800 likes. Press that like button for me. Press that like button for me. Subscribe to the channel. Press that like button. Subscribe to the channel. All right. Oh, yeah, we got the jobless claims. Shit. Forgot about that. Forgot about the data. Economic data. Jobless claims. Market seems to like it for the moment. Press the like button. Subscribe to the channel. So jobless claims 232 versus 232, so it's in line with forecasts. Markets should like an in line with forecast number. I mean, it's the forecast, so I don't think they forecast it to not like it. So we'll see. But right now, markets are just sort of maintaining. Really nothing. It's probably just a little bit of up, a little bit of down. Yeah, let's see if you're basically just looking for a hold here, right? Look at that Nasdaq. Look how it held that 19. Look at this, right? It came right down into that area, and it held. That's very nice. That is the exact level we talked about. So if this does prove to be a low today, you are going higher, okay? QQQ, where'd that ES come down to? Pretty damn close to that 56.43. SPY didn't quite even come down at all. So SPY 562 is that level that you're going to want to see a break and hold above today. If you can break and hold that today, I think you should move into that 564. What's above 562? I mean, there's really nothing over 562, is there? I mean, you're pretty much just you're basically all-time highs here on the SPY. If you can hold over this 562 yesterday's highs, you're here, and then here's all-time highs. All right? But yeah, Nasdaq just sort of sitting in there. Nasdaq just sort of sitting in there. All right, so that's going to be our watch. 9:30 to 9:45. All right, Nvidia. 130. What an awesome little chart. I mean, what a sick chart this thing has been, huh? Still holding my September contracts on Nvidia. Those are going to be up pretty nicely today. 125, 126. We talked about this zone yesterday. We said as long as Nvidia holds above this zone, that the curl should be good, all right? And that's what we did, right? Previous highs here, 125. We held above that 126. And this whole zone just sort of keeping us higher, right? Just being that sort of general low. Very nice, right? Very nice. So 125, 126. Very nice. Keeping that sort of level consistent. So I would continue to monitor there. If you get a pullback into here, this is still an awesome long opportunity. Love it, love it, love it. 125, 126. Keep an eye on that zone. Today, it's all about 130, man. It's all about 130. Yeah, I'll go to Tesla in a second. I just wanted to go over Nvidia. 130. It's all about it, right? We got to hold above it. If we can hold above 130, then I think you can see more. If not, then this could reject, right? This could reject. So let's be careful there. Looks like this 120, it's like 129, 128.50. Yeah, it's like 128.50. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to keep this at 128.50. Little intra, sort of short-term level here. You can see right here, look at the 128.50. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like a couple of rejections there yesterday. Rejections, and then look at this hold above today. So 128.50 could be a nice little pullback long watch today, right? We can watch that 128.50 level. If we break under that, right? If we break under 128.50, then let's look for that probably pullback into 126, okay? So 128.50, I like that. Right there, right there, right there, right there, right? Some of these previous highs, this little hold today here. Watch that 128.50. And below that, 126. Okay? A lot of distracted people in the chat today, huh? 128.50, 126, watch 130. You got to hold over 130. If you hold over 130, I think you're going 132. Okay? Tesla, 226. So I took some longs on Tesla yesterday, and they look good for now. Very happy about it. Why did I long Tesla yesterday? At sort of the lows, I just loved the 219 level, right? I loved the 219 level that was stepping in, right? Right here. Previous highs, lows on Tuesday, lows on Wednesday. This type of consolidation is actually more bullish than anything, man, right? You get a big move to the upside. You get a few days of consolidation. Get Habibi out of the chat. Habibi, I look at Broadcom every day and stop spamming the chat. Get him out. He's out. All right? 219, right? 219, 216, 219, 222, right? Very nice. So what did Tesla do, right? Tesla had a nice move to the upside, rejected our 226 supply, right? And then sort of pulled back and consolidated. Very nice, right? This is how you like the upside to happen. You don't just want straight upside, guys. You never want straight upside, okay? You like the little stair-stepping higher, little consolidation, right? That leads to the next move, little consolidation, that leads to the next move, right? So that's pretty much exactly what Tesla's doing, right? It's sort of squeezing higher. It's consolidating. It's showing you where it's trying to hold. And that's why I decided to long it yesterday, right? I basically said, hey, I have now seen and I have now been shown that 219 has been holding for 2 days now, right? Right here, right here, 219, 219, right? And so we really just were maintaining that 219 level, right? And so that was the previous high here, the previous lows here, and look at how perfectly that stair-stepped, right, back into a support and has now started to stair-step back higher. This looks very interesting. This is the type of stuff that you come to the live stream for and you pay attention rather than being annoying in the chat, right? So you have 219, right? Very clear. This is very, very clear. This is the exact same thing that Nvidia did, right? You got your big squeeze, you got your consolidation, and you started to try to build a new low, right? This is the same thing that AMD is doing, right? There's a lot of stocks doing this. Look, you got your big squeeze on AMD. You're starting to maintain a low, right? You're starting to build a base. AMD, same thing. Habibi, Broadcom, right? Look, Look, same thing, right? Previous highs, big squeeze, trying to build a new low, right? Look at the base that's being built here. All right, so you got to pay attention to when, even though the market's been pretty slow and sort of sideways, what is it doing, right? It's consolidating and building new lows. That's very bullish here, right? That is very bullish here. So that is what I love about Tesla for now, right? That is what I love about Tesla for now. I love that it's, sort of building these new lows along the way. So looks good, right? 210 was that first one, that 216. Now it's that 219. So now I'd really like to see it hold above 222, right? I'd like for us to now turn 222 into that next new low, right here, 222. Can we turn that into a new low today? That would be fantastic, right? That would be fantastic. If we can get over 226, even better, right? Even better for that squeeze to 230. So very interesting. Love that Tesla setup. Definitely something I'm watching. MU, very similar, right? Very similar. Same sort of thing. Someone mentioned MU in the chat. Nice, right? I like it. I agree. You can see MU doing something very similar, right? It had these previous lows here, and look at what it's doing. It's turning it back into support, right? This is the type of stuff you can use to set up trades, right? You can so easily now use this 105 level as your trade entry, right? Hey, I'm long over 105. I see a very clear demand stepping up. I can trust that. I see a 200 SMA below, right? I see a previous low at this level. Maybe if I get a nice pullback to 105, I can set up a clean risk-reward trade off of 105, maybe targeting 111, maybe targeting 114, right? These are the types of structures that you need to look for to find, right? Very clear 105. That is very, very nice. MU, I agree. That is very nice. SMCI, yeah, 630. Very interested in this one, and I'll show you why. So we talked about this hourly little flag on SMCI the other day, right? We talked about this 600 level hold, which is coming in very nicely. You can see right here, 600, very clear. You saw the squeeze. You saw this little flag building, right? See that flag that's building? Look at what's happening over the last few days, right? Take a look at this. Over the last few days, SMCI has started to really prove to you that it's trying to hold 600, right? That is now 3 days, right? 1, 2, 3, 600, 600, 600, right? 3 days holding above that level, sort of flagging to the downside, but creating that 600 low, starting to break out of it, right? If you break out of that, if you break over this 630 level today with some strength, I think you'll move straight to that 640, right? And if you break 640, this could really get interesting. And I'll show you why. So you can see right here, see this little flag that's forming on the hourly chart? If you break this 630, 640 zone, I think you move straight to this 660. If you get above that, I think you move to that 691, 690 area and that 200 SMA. And ultimately, your target might be here, right? This could very well be your target on an SMCI move right here. If this really does move, right, if the market really does get going, and there's some serious action out there, this looks like a very sort of, to me, a very clean target, just sort of grinding back higher, back into this area, and retest these highs here. So I think this is a very interesting watch. I would absolutely be watching this. This looks very interesting to me. Can we break over 630? Can we get over 640? If we can, I like 660. The semiconductors stay hot. SMH has been hot. SMH is sort of grinding back itself. Wow, that's an interesting SMH 250 hold, though. I didn't even realize that. SMH has been hot, right? Semiconductors are staying pretty strong. So, yeah, definitely a watch there for me. Let's continue. AMD, I want to go over this one because AMD, I think, is maybe looking for that 164 level. If I go to this 30-minute chart, look to see if AMD can maintain over all these SMAs today. I think it's around 158. The 100 SMA is around 158. If AMD turns 158 into support today, I would definitely be looking for this, right? AMD over 158 is very interesting. That is above the 100, above the 200. Look at the holds above the 50 at 155. This looks like a very solid sort of build here. If AMD can hold over 158 here, I think you're going for that 164. I would be watching this. There's a daily gap on SMCI. Yeah, there is. Yeah, there sure is. That's up into 660, right? Yeah, it's above 640 to 660 is a gap. Yeah. I'll go Palantir real quick. Yeah, guys, every day I come to this live stream, I'm going to tell you the exact same thing on Palantir. What do I say every single day? And it's going to continue to stay true. Okay? I believe it's going to continue to stay true. Palantir above 30 is good. Okay? Above 30, Palantir is good. It's a really big psychological level on Palantir. If we go back to this daily chart, and again, I don't think Palantir is a day trading stock, guys. Right? I think this is if you believe in the company, you buy the shares above 30 and you hold it. Right? But Palantir above 30 is good. Right? Above this area, if Palantir starts living above this area right here, right, up in this zone up here, that's very good, right, for Palantir. So I don't think this is an intraday trading company, guys. I don't know why we would be intraday trading this. The moves are not, very advantageous for short-term options. I would believe in the company, and I would buy the shares, right? That's what I would do here. And I would just maintain the stock. Above 30 is good. What would that be in Arriba, what is 30? 20, 30, 21. Yeah, 30. Arriba, 30. Está bueno. Above 30 is good. I don't know. I don't speak Spanish, but something like that. All right. Broadcom. Broadcom is a sick company. Shout out Piff. Shout out long term. We bought Broadcom at $140 a share. Man, what a buy that was. What a stock. What? Arriba de 30. 30. What an awesome stock this is. Broadcom, look at this solid build here. Just look at this, right? Just solid, just beastie. Every time it moves lower into this zone, just buying up, right? Right above these previous highs, just getting bid up, right? Bid up, 162, 165, bid up in this zone every single time, and you can see what's going on now, right? Shout out Habibi. I know he's still here somewhere. If Broadcom should move higher into like this 172.50 area, right? That's really where it should go. Probably next into that 177. And to be quite honest, Broadcom's probably going to be at new highs before we know it. I mean, it's just that kind of company. So it's a solid stock. If semis stay hot, if the markets stay hot, why Broadcom not at all-time highs? I don't know why, right? So unless the market totally just tanks. But I'm not seeing that right now. So I would continue to ride this thing long. It looks great. This is an awesome build right here. Look how clean this is, guys. Look how clean. Just look how clean that is. That was our zone. Look at how it's building above it. That looks like just sort of blast off, right, after a nice consolidation above that zone. So this looks really good. 172.50, 177. Buy and hold, man. Buy and hold. How many shares I got on Broadcom now? I got to look. I've been just buying the shit out of this thing. But yeah, that thing looks good. Meta. What a beauty. What a juicer yesterday, too. Meta had some serious juice yesterday. But we talked about that Meta 523 hold, right? We talked about that 523 hold on Meta. That thing just was holding and holding and holding. Yesterday, we got a juicer move. These are levels you're watching today. 531.50 and 534 are two very clear levels on Meta. Now, the upside supply is very clear at 540 as well. So we got to be careful there. But 531.50 and 534 are the two pullback levels that I would be very interested in today. I would watch 534. I would watch 531.50. Watch those two levels. Obviously, upside supply is going to be very heavy here. But if you want to try to long Meta, you're going to want to see a pullback, right? Watch those two pullback levels. Microsoft, yeah, Microsoft's still good, right? Structure's still there. I am out of this position, as you guys know, but still a structural, like, sort of, quality move. I still do like Microsoft over that 421. It's still building higher, right? This is one build, right? This is their next build. So you're still building higher on Microsoft. It might take a little bit more consolidation, so it's still valid. The only problem I have with this thing is that 100 SMA is just being an absolute bitch, all right? So be careful up there at 425.80, right? That 100 SMA causing a lot of problems. But I would definitely watch the 423 and I'd watch the 421. Keep an eye on those zones. Let's go to Google. Google, this is the type of break and retest that I love to see, man. This is looking pretty interesting to me. Take a look at this thing. Just take a look at it. Would you look at it? I need to get like a soundboard of that. You guys can see right here, 166.50, right? Previous very clear highs. Look at what's happening, guys. Please take a look at this. Previous major highs into lows. This is very interesting. All right, look at this. Break, retest, 20 SMA. That's a big watch. That's a big watch there. So you have a very clear 166.50, which was previous highs, turning into lows, 20 SMA, right? Bouncing off of yesterday. If you hold above 168 today, I think this continues. I would very much watch Google. CrowdStrike is my top watch of the day. To believe it or not, yesterday it was one of my top watches over 271, and that worked out beautifully. Beautiful hold to CrowdStrike, 263.50. 276. 276 is a must watch today. Above 276, you have nothing. Right? Look at this. Above 276, you got nothing, right? Until 290. So, look at this right here. Look at that zone. Above 276, you got nothing to 290. Is that a daily gap? Sort of. I mean, you got gaps this whole way, man. So, here's 276, 290, right? Above 290, you got nothing till here. And above that, you got nothing till here. Does CrowdStrike come back, man? It very well could be, right? It got trashed. It's still a good company. It definitely got trashed. But yeah, I'm definitely watching 276 today. I am definitely watching 276 today. That's for sure. All right. I think that's it. Nasdaq, 19,940. 19,930. That's your big watch there. ES, very clear, 56.43. QQQ, watch that 484.50. Watch this 483 pullback. Right? And SPY, 562 highs. Be careful there. I like the pullbacks into this Tuesday high area around that 561. Okay? A little bit of drama today. We haven't had drama in a while, so I appreciate the drama. I love the drama. Starting out the day hot with a little hot take on Advanced Auto Parts. Shout out at AAP boys. I'm going to call you the AAP boys. Next, a lot of spamming in the chat. Love it. Got the emotions going in the chat today. But ultimately, I hope you found some value from the live stream. A little bit of fun with Habibi. A little bit of fun with the AAP boys. But overall, I hope that you did find some value from today. You found some levels that you want to trade off of. You found some key levels that you're going to watch and going to potentially set up some trades. That's the key. All right? Press that like button. Subscribe to the channel. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Shout out the AAP boys.